Well, neighbor's throwing rocks and clapping at something. I wonder if the wildlife is back. Might be. Frig, am I tired. Well, I just got up. Well, again, I was up. I didn't get to bed till like 2. I woke up at 6. I was having bad anxiety attacks and stuff like that. Just worried about the 4Runner friggin' grenading a transfer case halfway to Calgary or something. It sucks. I hate anxiety. I hate it so bad. I've been dealing with anxiety for probably 6 or 7 years now. It sucks. It sucks. I don't know what to do about it. I've learned to somewhat control it, but I've never had it happen while I'm sleeping. That's the crappy part. Looks like he's heading up. No, he's still throwing rocks. Maybe it is the bears. Bears, bears, bears. This one keeps popping bulbs for some reason. I don't know why. But I've had 2 bulbs explode in this one so far. This one's holding up fine. I'm wondering if maybe water's coming up through the bottom and hitting the bulb, but I don't know. It's frustrating. So I gotta figure out why that's doing that. Something's gotta be dripping. That little drain hole maybe right onto the bulb. I don't know. Also, my exhaust is obnoxiously loud. So, especially when I'm driving, especially at night, frig. This is the worst thing. Like, I can't even hear myself talk in my normal talking voice. So what I'm thinking about doing is I got some, this is 2.5 inch, I got some 2-inch pipe. What I'm thinking of doing is building an insert that goes up to like there, and then hammer the end flat, drill it full of holes, and then put it on the end and see what that does for the sound. That might dampen it a little bit. Just give it a little bit more back pressure or noise reduction or something, hopefully. So, play around and see what happens. Because I honestly do not want to drive this thing for like 8 hours with it that loud. Well, here's that exhaust thing I'm working on right now. I just gotta grind that cap down until it's smooth with the diameter of the pipe. Then I gotta weld it in. Yeah. That should work pretty good. Well, I mock fitted it up, and you know what? It freaking whistles now. It's not any quieter. It just whistles. It's frustrating. So I don't know what to do now. I don't have time to dick around with it. So, frick. I don't know. I'm at a loss. Well, I just got it pulled out. It actually is a little bit quieter, but it's still pretty loud. I'm wondering if maybe it's whistling because of that top hole. So I'll try welding that up and then throw it back in and see what happens. I'm glad I used that clamp, because if I welded that, I'd have to cut it off and I'd be pretty upset. So I'll see what happens. Okay, well, I just got the top hole welded, so now I'll stove her back in and see if it made any difference at all. Because now the air can't go straight through and whistle. It should have to hit the back and then come back out and go through all the holes. So yeah, I'll see what happens. It's a little bit quieter yet, but it's still pretty loud. See how it's whistling? I don't like it. Well, I think I might have found a solution. I just tried lighting this stuff on fire and it doesn't burn, it just shrinks. So what I'm thinking is I'll try to wrap that little section that I built in this and then see what happens. Hopefully it works. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, freaking brilliant idea of stuffing a bunch of that in the exhaust pipe and then clamping it on was a bad idea. I just about broke my freaking hand. Like, it's swelling up pretty good. What it did is it actually created too much back pressure and it fired out like a freaking cannon. Hit the tire there and then smacked me right in the hand. So it's effed. Like, I'm wondering if I maybe broke a knuckle, because I can't feel my hand now. It went numb. Ah, jeez. Well, finally figured out the right combination. So I got her tacked in. It's tacked in like 8 places around it, so very highly doubt it'll be flying out. Anyways, what I tried doing was I'd like get a couple layers of that stuff and then stuff it in and then stuff the pipe in, and that wasn't working because it'd create too much back pressure and almost stall the motor out, and I couldn't rev it up. So what I ended up doing was I pulled this little sleeve out and I wrapped it in a thin layer all the way along it, so there's fiberglass from here to the tip of it, and then I've carefully fed that in so that it didn't clump back to the bottom, and then I put that clamp on it. This one, I killed this one. That was the one that flew off and friggin' almost killed me. So I tightened that one onto her, and then I fired her up and it could rev her all the way up, and it was a lot more quiet, so figured, you know what, Bob's your uncle, so I friggin' tacked it. Yeah. Way more quiet now. You'd actually be able to have a conversation in here. So I'm gonna romp up and down the driveway, make sure she doesn't fall out or nothing. There's my ratchet. And then what I'll be doing is probably heading to the store, get some Coke, because I need to scrub the crap out of the driveway. Yeah! Well, I gotta get everything off of here. And then it's cleanup time. Oh, and I got my Coke. Friggin' right, it's party time. No, it's for splashing down on here and scrubbing it in. You know what? Coke works as a degreaser as well. I've seen people use this to degrease their engines and stuff, so I can't believe you drink this stuff. Sometimes it tastes good. Depends on what kind of mood I'm in. What do you guys like more, Coke or Pepsi? That's looking a little bit better. Now I just gotta splash the Coke around and friggin' scrub it in, try to get that black off of there. That's gonna be difficult. Now I gotta sweep up that pile too. Yeah. Almost got her. Yeah, I like the 4Runner. It's the exhaust is a lot more quiet now, but it's still, it whistles a little bit if you're really giving her. Like when I'm driving past cars, I can hear the exhaust whistle like echoing off their car. So it's a lot quieter now, and I can actually, well, I'll retain my hearing by the time I'm out in Alberta, so that's good. Yeah. I'll just finish pressure washing it. Hopefully it cleans up a bit, because it's pretty bad. I don't know, there's a few spots. That's gas. That's started to eat away into the friggin' blacktop, which sucks. But yeah, I got her done. I'm gonna go take a break. I'm tired. Wow, that exhaust thing flew off with such force that it cut my tire. I remember looking at it, but I don't think I recorded it. It cut it right there. So like if that hadn't have bounced off the tire first, like if this was angled a little bit more forward, bet you it would have went right through the garage door that was over there. Well, I'm done for the day, guys, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.